Trevor tapping in, TNN, Trap News Network, back in the same, like cracking the same, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN, Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in we got going on here at TNN, Trap News Network. That good news you can use, that good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you tapped in with that tap in. Hit that subscribe button to make sure you are, in fact, locked in, and you ain't out here G-riding, meaning G-riding is meaning, so look, right? G-riding is meaning that you watching the content without being a subscriber, and we don't need y'all doing that, man. Show some love to the page. It don't cost you nothing to hit that subscribe button, cost you nothing to hit that button, as young and Hefe would say. You feel me? Get into that if you ain't got into all of that. And I need y'all to make sure y'all drop a comment, because the best comment between now and 20,000 subscribers, 25,000 subscribers on the new page. I'm sorry, 25,000 on the original page, you're going to get $100. Best comment between 15,000 on the new page, you're going to get $100. So make sure y'all get into that. If you ain't got into that, man, it's good content and it's good news you can use. It's good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. We finna jump into this real quick, man. Rat Run Hunter wants us to know that he's always in his hood, even though he's not. But let's get into it. Let's go.
And Lil Jon, the only men that could get my car.
So, okay, I was talking to them, and they said Wack's always in the hood. Meaning, you could pull up, go get a burger.
Whenever I want to.
You'll see Wack
Then why won't you pull up at Gonzalez Park where all the Pirus are?
randomly getting a burger by
They
himself.
get mad because I go over there by myself. By the time they realize, they like, Wack was at Keys, he come through the park, he was, when I feel like going over there, look, respectfully, this is real shit. And I don't like to say this because I come from it. But the life I'm living, the goals and things that I'm chasing, nothing about any of my landscape has a park. You get what I'm saying? I have my own park in my backyard.
Right.
Literally. It's on the internet. I got a park in my backyard.
Mini golf.
Mini golf, pool, kiddie pool, jacuzzi, in-ground trampoline, gazebos, 2,600 square foot weight room, game room, lounge room.
Okay.
But not even a regular celebrity, right? And everybody, oh, this nigga, and I seen you in the,
No, behind themselves?
Yeah, you
Oh,
was tweeting
shit.
like, you
No.
This other thing I'm building.
Loves the park.
He enforces it, right? Because Lil Jon is a park general.
Loves the park.
He enforces it.
Okay.
I hate it. I get it.
You hate going to the park with your homies because you can't go there? I'm confused. Why do you hate outdoor activities? Who hates fresh air? I'm confused. Who's hating on fresh air? That's what I want to know. Who has a legitimate beef with fresh air? That's crazy.
I understand it, because that's where he come from. But I'm telling him, bro, when I tell you, when everything close out, and you in that position that you're going to be in, the other businesses we doing, what's the first thing I tell you you got to stay away from?
The park.
If I'm telling my right, that man.
So Wack is basically making the excuse to why he can't go to the park that Jim Jones was at and why he can't be around where all the Bloods are. He's going to say how he's a super banged out Blood and how he's always in the hood. He just said that he's always in the hood, but then you're always in the hood at the hamburger stand but can't go to the park. Why do you draw the line there?
Man is close to me. I go to sleep around that man. That man got the code to my gate. If I'm telling my right hand, I got to get you out of there. What makes you think that that's where I want to? If I want to go to the park, I can go to the park. But when I usually go, it's because the homies is what? Wack, can you come out? We doing this, we doing that. So I get it. Your Wack 100 coming through, so I go. But is that my first option? No, because the risk factor of law enforcement, the risk factor.
Bro, you don't do nothing around Bloods. Like, you don't do absolutely anything around Power Rules ever in life. What the hell are you even talking about, bro?
What I warned
You're just talking.
you about. Every day is enemies. Shit's happening. It's a dude getting out of jail that got shot, or his brother got killed while he was in there, and the dudes that probably so-called did it is over here. These are the factors. And when you ride in a certain way, you got to be a certain way. The police ain't stupid.
Yeah.
Right? Unfortunately, I don't like to say it, but I've outgrown where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I'm better than them, but I got other things going on.
Because I suggested the idea to them, not him, but Third and Rob. I said, you think Wack would do a vlog with us where we went and took a look around his old neighborhood? And they said, he'll do it if you bring it up on the podcast.
This the thing. The last time they said this shit, I went and shot a whole video.
What video
without
was
me
that?
saying, iron out my flag. AD.
Man, how long ago was that? What the hell? What year did the game Iron Out My Flag come out? Hold on, bro. That shit's old as hell, bro. 9 years ago, bro. That's what I thought, bro. That shit was like 2013, 2000. Like, bro, this shit is, come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's like 2015, 2013, 2015, somewhere in there.
The homie from Dago, Mitchie Slick. Game. It was Game Song.
Scheme, RJ.
What's the homie from BNG?
It was like 10 years ago?
Yes.
The rap.
Yes, it was like 10 years ago.
Sorry. The homie got the shoes. I'm in straight violation.
Since then, you've been banned from that area. Come on, bro.
Nephew. Joe Moses. My apologies. I had that's family. Right? Now, without me saying anything, right? I was literally at war in my neighborhood when I shot this video.
9 years ago.
Right? I was at war in my neighborhood. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Adam, hear me.
I believe you.
Mother, where Cuban at? Mother is being sent to the emergency room.
Uh-huh.
Right? I chose out of everywhere, we shooting a video in the hood. Right?
You didn't choose that, bro. That's a lie. That's a flu flam. And you ain't been to that park since that video.
And guess what? Every major video ever shot in Pacoima come from me.
Okay.
The first one we shot was
Who's this guy?
that's our white dude.
For sure, that's a white
RJ.
dude. RJ in there, yup.
Right? The homie, rest in peace.
I don't see AD.
Red Rum.
I'm looking for AD.
AD is the only Crip verse. He in there.
Okay. Oh, he rapped on it too.
He rapping. Yeah, he the only Crip verse. He the only Crip that was there. Somebody tried to disrespect AD them, and we didn't even allow them to deal with it out of
Ty
respect.
Dolla $ign. Oh, there's young AD.
Yeah, we didn't even allow AD to deal with it. Not to say they wouldn't,
shit.
but he was there with us, right? So what I'm saying is, I mean, respectfully, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100. If I want to go to the park, I go to the park.
I don't know why they keep on saying he can't go to the park.
But let's just do it.
Well, it looks like he can't go to any park from Pacoima to Compton, so yeah.
Let's make some
If
content.
I
People
want to
want to
go
see
to the
that.
park, I'll go to the park.
Let's go to the park.
But
It'll be a walk in the park.
But here goes the thing, right? I'm gonna be real. Here goes the thing.
Go ahead and make an excuse on why you can't go.
And a lot of people don't like to tell the truth. And cats like me and Lil Jon can speak on it. It's generations before us where it was even stronger. But our generation, once upon a time in our parks, see, this is the West Coast secrets, untold. You couldn't drive down certain roads, certain streets. You couldn't pull into the park because it was supervised and it was thick. Bro, I'm going to be real.
I didn't like that.
My
As much these days.
neighborhood is more populated. The city of Pacoima has a larger population than Compton. Compton like 95,000, about 110,000. But it has 5% or 3% of the gangs in Compton on the urban side, right? So when you talk about a park, right? Paru originated in Compton. Without Paru, without Compton, there's no Paru. So there's no Pacoima, there's no Inglewood Paru, there's no San Diego Paru, it's no Paru. That's the motherland of Paru, period. Nigga, if you a Paru,
Where you can't go, but go off.
you can't accept that and embrace that and salute that, then you need to keep Paru out your mouth, regardless where you from, right? So when you got the city of Compton, right, and you got a park, Gonzalez Park, or Enterprise Park, or Looters Park,
Two parks where Jim Jones made it clear that he had been, so, you know, you don't go there, so there's that.
right? You're gonna have the homies that occupy these parks. Fruittown is originally, well, shit, y'all originally west and then went to east, but Gonzalez Park is really on the west side, right? But when you think about Gonzalez Park, that's in West Side Paru neighborhood, right? But it's predominantly occupied on the daily by Fruittown Parus,
Okay.
right? But guess what? Because they there and they real homies, cedar blocks will pull up, trees will pull up, you know, well, different homies from different sets pull up. So that's what made Gonzalez Park. People say Gonzalez Park is like the Paru Park, but it's the West Side Paru Park.
That's why
right?
Jim Jones chose to pull up there.
What Jim Jones chose to put up there because his roots to the West Coast come from over there, which originally a guy named Hot Dog.
Okay.
Rest in peace in West Side Paru. Hot Dog and Wacko very close. I don't know if they family, but they was close like family. So when Hot Dog passed away, Hot Dog Wacko continued the relationship. Now, I never said Jim Jones can't come to the West Coast.
Okay.
I never said Jim Jones wasn't a real blood. That's Cameron said that. See, if I would have said those things, my team that
You said that he was a snitch, and you said that you can't be a blood and a snitch at the same time. And you made it clear that you had disrespect for Jim Jones on so many different occasions in the 6ix9ine case, a couple different occasions. Yeah, this is what we call backtracking right now.
me in that park was already there. They're oblivious to an issue with Jim Jones because it's really not an issue. All I did is what I always do. P-Funk, he loved me like a brother. He gonna stand with me right or wrong. But if somebody send him a clip that he hears with my voice and they saying it's a federal wiretap, Little John's gonna send me the clip and say, P-Funk, what's happening with this? Shit, I answer everything else, right? So with Jim Jones, any other time I text him, it was a response. When he come into town, you know, certain people he needed, I hooked him up with. He did music with Coyote. When he was doing his quarantine radio, we can record from being at different locations. So when the clip come to me, I'm hearing the clip. I'm like, oh shit, wait, y'all, this was losing a federal trial? Yeah. I'm like, they didn't arrest him? No. So I'm hearing what's on the clip. So I sent it to him. What's happening with this clip? This is the same Wack, the same number that texts you and you call and we talk about this, that, merch, this, that, what's going on with this, that. You respond. But when I sent him that and what's happening with this clip, he went dark. If you sent me
And then you started calling him a snitch and all that kind of stuff, and then he popped up where you can't go. So yeah.
some Wack, what's up with this? And I go dark, either
You're guilty.
there's some weird shit going on. So I never said you can't go nowhere. Now, you didn't came out. It's a bunch of shit he tried to do out here that I'm not speaking on. He tried to get verses out of certain people that totally no. He know. I bet he won't put that on 9 Trey Gangster. No. Right? That said no. He tried to get certain people to show up with him. They said no. Because they like, we know what you're trying to do. Now, if you would have got out here and said, Wack, I'm out there on the West, nigga, and it's on with me and you would have pulled up and your motherfucker ass would have went back in the Delta flight. And what I don't like is what you're trying to do. Now,
Wack, nobody is stopping any type of business because they have so much loyalty to you because you're such this heavy stepper in the industry. That's not true. I don't understand why you just tell these blatant lies. Like, I don't get it. You just will tell these blatant lies, these absolute false truths. Like, this nigga's crazy.
you would have got out here and
The
said,
narcissism is barnacles.
Wack, I'm out there on the West, nigga, and it's on with me and you
And if you think that Wack 100 can stand a chance in a fight with Jim Jones, you are barnacles.
would have pulled up and your motherfucker ass would have went back in the Delta flight. And what I don't like is, nigga, I ain't clicking on with you like that for you to do what you doing because it's people out here that genuinely love me. I don't care who you with. The same individuals you with, it's people that genuinely love them. And it's cats out here that once they see something's going on, right, no matter the situation, it's going to be a situation. So what this bozo, when it did, was, because I'm getting calls now from everybody. Wack, you didn't tell me it was on with Jim Jones, because it ain't. So when you did that, now you didn't activated all these people who either got business with, genuine love for, they got...
See, this is where you're trying to clean it up at. You don't want issues with the people associated with Jim Jones. The people who allow him to move around California and go to those parks comfortably, you don't want issues with those people. And now you're trying to clean it up because you know you did the most and you know that you was a flu flammer, skulldugger, and a larcener. So, with that all being said, you know you guys are on some... Hey, hush. 30 minutes though. 30 minutes. You know you're a skulldugger, a flue flammer, and a larcener. And you know that Jim Jones is tied into them with them niggas. You feel me? And you know damn well that if you disrespect Jim Jones by, by proximity, you disrespecting them niggas, and you ain't gonna do that. Long story short, Wack, you're a whore, and now you're kissing ass. You trying to clean up your situation by maintaining some sort of little bit of manhood left by saying, well, blah, blah. No, nigga, you're a hoe, and you're getting marked out right now. Now you're trying to explain your mark out.
Got genuine love for me on both sides that now, if your ass over here eating and they see you, they might respond. That ain't what I wanted it to be. I just really want you to answer to this audio.
But Jim, when he pulled up to that park, he didn't directly make it about you, right? He never
No,
said
he
your name.
waited till he got to New York and tagged and talking about where I can't go.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Listen, let me give you the makeup of the West Coast.
But you can't go over there, though.
It ain't no street nigga that can't go nowhere. We got niggas that went in the parks and got parked in the park. We got niggas that went in the park and parked some mother in the park. Right?
They was about to get parked and we seen that Deuce.
This is a fact. You see what I'm saying?
They driving in this motherfucker.
They coming in 10 o'clock and late at night. The homies is in there. When they hit me, they like whoop de whoop de whoop. I'm like, shit, okay, I ain't. So I ain't tripping. Right? You know, it's no big deal with me. I've never said where you can't go. You was at the Jay's Grammy party.
And you wasn't in there. But that's right, you don't manage the game no more, so you're not going to be in there. But, no. You can't go where Jim Jones went. That's very, very clear. Everybody knows it.
Akita.
Them niggas made that shit clear on Clubhouse. Them niggas pressing you, bro.
You know, it's no big deal with me. I've never said where you can't go. You was at the Jay's Grammy party. Rakita. Nephew is security for Ye. I know you at the Grammy party. My daughter's personal security's in the Grammy party. He a Keyway from the other side. But I'm like, they like, you know, whoop, 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 whoop. Right? I'm like, okay, cool. But my mind is not on where dude can't go. And I'm going to be real, like, Jim ain't like that. You a rapper, you a great rapper and all that. But, nigga, you 49 years old.
See, this is why you can't press about where you can and where you can't go. Because that's stepping into you dealing with politics that are above your pay grade. Wack 100 is not the top blood. He's not the super blood. He's not the bloodiest blood. He's not the most respected blood. That nigga is a low-level podcaster. You can't talk about nothing about where Jim Jones can and can't go. You can't say nothing negative about him. Listen how quiet and how humble he's been in dealing with Jim Jones after Jim Jones has publicly said where he can't go. Jim Jones has made it a public point to make it clear that Wack 100 couldn't go over there to Gonzalez Park and be on Paru Street with them real Parus and all that kind of stuff. Listen to how Wack is tiptoeing around him. If you say the wrong thing, you're going to offend the niggas who Jim Jones is really cool with, who don't fuck with your weird ass in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And now you got to tiptoe around and answer this question in a super PC hoe ass way.
You ain't did a day in jail when you're supposed to, but that's cool. You ain't ready and willing. You can't lay down. Your empire takes you to be here to float it like a lot of ours do. But you're not like that. Even the cats is running around with you know that you not like that. They know that realistically, if you set that fire, you are not willing and ready to deal with what comes with that. One thing about this West, when you think it's with you, it'll turn against you, especially if you from out of town. Should no out of town trust no West Coast mother when you going against some motherfucking influence. Because it could be the dude with the dude who just got some gas money.
So are you saying that the dudes with Jim Jones are possibly setting him up? Are you saying that the dudes with Jim Jones, we're not going to say no names, but Wack, are you saying that those dudes are flue flammers and they're two-faced and they're double crossers? Is that what you're trying to imply? What exactly are you trying to say, Officer Rat Run Hunter? Huh, interesting. Very interesting.
This real talk. Me and Stutterbox, the world will tell you we at odds, right? Who called my phone the other day and said, Wack, can you fix this thing with Jay Hood, my son, in Loose Canyon? You didn't even know it. That was Stutterbox. Wack, I know we at odds, but your nephew, my son, is getting into it with Loose Canyon.
Right.
So you got to understand the politics out here get a little different.
Yeah.
Right? He know I can give a damn about him, but me and Lil Jon can get into it right now. We can get into it right now. Lil Jon could go to jail. We can have an all-out whatever. If your son call me and say, I'm in trouble. What I'm gonna do? It's different. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these out-of-towners don't be understanding the politics. And Jim, what you doing is like, you kind of draw snitching, because if it was a problem like that, you should have just let it be known and we could have just dealt with it.
You the one that made it a problem. You were the one that dry snitched and that took him being a quote-unquote snitch and him being a quote-unquote rat to the internet. You actually did that. You opened up these floodgates, big dog. You would be the dry snitch.
It like that. Right? It ain't like we ain't got homies in Jersey. On both sides. Rich Rollins side, Domble side. We got real homies in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But he not like that. So for you to be like trying to start that fire with saying what niggas, you can't tell no nigga where they can't go.
But nigga, you can't go over there though. Like Jim Jones didn't say it. The niggas from over there said it. We was all in the clubhouse room. Them niggas made it clear you couldn't go over there. They was on your hat. They made it abundantly clear.
Because you're only there because you're being utilized. Let's keep it real. You're being utilized. You've been utilized day one. You've never not had to eventually do something for being able to get that pass.
You see the clip of Jim Jones getting mad at Cam Capone when he was interviewing him?
Yeah, I mean, that's extra out.
Yeah, but to
he
be
wouldn't
fair...
have did that to you, though. You see what Cam look like. Cam ain't that.
When I talked to Jim Jones
you know the
about...
spot up the way. Cam ain't that type of dude.
Yeah, there was like a couple little moments in there where he sort of disrespected him. Like he said something about like, you know, he a nerd. You understand, you kind of look like a nerd too. And I was like, whoa, that's a crazy thing to just slip in there. But then Cam Capone, not Cameron. He was like kind of asking him like these like really basic, weird questions of like trying to get him to explain his whole career. So I kind of related to why Jim was getting annoyed by it.
Right? Here it go. The same tapes we ran on the 100-sided clubhouse that was exposed to us by 6ix9ine, we didn't know nothing about them. 50 Cent used the same tapes. Why you ain't say nothing to 50? He in New York. Why you ain't telling 50 where he can't pull up?
Nigga, he talking to you. Why you worried about 50 Cent? Why you now talking about the fact that you are a Paru that can't go to Paru Street? Talk about that. Talk about how you are a Paru that cannot go to Paru Street, big dog. Make that make sense for the sports fans watching at home.
In New York. You waited till you got back to New York, post some shit, tag a nigga, right? But that's cool. You activated everybody. All my Crip comrades, my Dombu comrades, my Hoover comrades is what it is. So now that's what that is. So now when you think you hiding out at the hotel over there and the little homeboy that work at the airport and the homegirl that's working at the front desk to give you your keys, now you got to keep your head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Or the essay nephew who working in the back of Roscoe's as the cook, reach out there and say, you stupid. One thing about this whole West, everything is intertwined. Everything. Whether you know it or not. That's a tech.
Yeah, but you still have to be respected, Wack, and that's the variable right there. You're not respected.
Nick Suge taught us. You know what I'm saying? From the airport to the black car to the valet to the front desk to the restaurant. Everybody.
So now you're just trying to put these idle threats out to scare Jim Jones, and he clearly doesn't care because he's moving around with individuals who don't welcome you around at all.
I know everybody.
Make sure everyone is compromised.
Yeah, so.
Okay, let's take it off of West Coast politics for a moment. Big Meech's giant...
All right, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free Avenue Angel. He's free. We go.